Yes, my dear friend, welcome back to the channel. This is Salon's blog. Wherever you are on the globe, you are highly welcome to tonight's special edition. Yes, it's tonight. It's a night here already. Maybe you are still in the afternoon. Maybe you are in Africa or Europe. You are still in the afternoon. But here in Asia, we are already in the night. I just want to welcome in a very special way because I have something special to talk about tonight. What am I about to talk about? Formation, tactics. How did Chelsea won the game against Aston Villa? We remember very well the one we played with them at Stamford Bridge. Now going to Villa Park, most of us were very, very scared. But what happened? What was the changes that Pochettino made? Was it just the men on the pitch or the play? Was it the players that played the game? Or it was a special formation or style or tactics? What actually happened? That is what I want us to talk about. But before we get going on the formation or the tactics, I want to let you understand. Monday Badiashile is expected to undergo a scan today to ascertain the extent of his injury. Monday Badiashile is expected to undergo a scan today to ascertain the extent of the injury. As I'm speaking to right now, the coach, Pochettino, is having a press conference. Our game is on Monday, but it is just normal that the press conference is on Fridays, usually. For the games over the weekend, usually the press conferences are on Fridays. So the coach is speaking right now. And after now, my next episode will be based on all that the coach will say. I'll be bringing you the list of the injured players, the players that are on injury list, and every other thing that you need to know from the coach. Most probably, I'll play the video for you. You'll have to wait and watch that video before you go to bed tonight. All right? So we continue. Coach Ancelotti, when asked about Toni Kroos, who could retire in 4 months, this is what he has to say. Yes, Toni Kroos, the legendary Toni Kroos with Real Madrid, there's a possibility he might retire in 4 months' time. He has the option to renew his contract. But as it stands, he's not made up his mind yet. And Ancelotti was asked, what is happening to Toni Kroos? Is he going to renew his contract or what? And this is what Ancelotti has to say. He said, I think that if Toni does, he has character. He said, I think that if Toni does, he has character. He has balls. His mother says he should renew and stay. His mother says he should renew and stay. Always respect what old generation says. This man, Coach Ancelotti, one thing that is very clear about him, he respects the old players. He respects the legends in Real Madrid. He respects, for instance, last week he was asked a question about Modric. Why Modric was not, throughout the game. He was not in the first 11 and he didn't give him maybe the last 10, last 15 minutes. He didn't even ask Modric to warm up. He was asked about Modric. Sorry. And he was very specific. He said, the respect he has for Modric, he cannot ask Modric to go in and warm up when at the end of the day, he might not feature, he might not play. What is the sense in me asking Modric to go and warm up when at the end of the day, Modric might not feature? Some coaches, like I know Eric Ten Hag did it to Cristiano Ronaldo. Yes, he did it to Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo went into warm up during the second half of the game, yet he still could not make the changes, and Ronaldo had to go back and sit on the bench. It's insulting to the older players. Are you getting it? So I like this from Coach Ancelotti. All right? He is a very great man. He respects others. He respects his players. Okay? All right. Next Monday game, Chelsea will wear the Eton Blue third kit against Crystal Palace on Monday. I'll just say the Eton Blue. I love that jersey so much. The Eton Blue, I love it so much. And according to the report, that is a jersey our players will be wearing next Monday against Crystal Palace. All right, let's now get going to the formation that we played. How did Chelsea play the game last Wednesday that we were able to secure, as a matter of fact, 2 goals in the first half, which in a very long time, Chelsea never scored 2 goals in the first half. As you can see on your screen, we started a game with 4-4-2 formation. Chelsea pressing structure against Villa. That is what you can see right on the screen. Chelsea pressing structure. I took my time to work this out. I heard somebody asking, are you a coach or are you an ex-footballer? Dear friend, you will get to know all this along the line. When we are doing analysis of game, you will know whether we have football brain or not. But this is Chelsea pressing structure against Villa. We started a game with 4-4-2. That was our lineup. Forcing horseshoe passing sequences around the outside. Blocking half space entry passes. Blocking the doorway, as some coaches say. The doorway, as some coaches say. If the ball is forced through that low doorway being created, full back ready to jump up in the press, setting traps. Now, what am I trying to say? Watch carefully. We have 2 in the attack. Then we had the 4. Then we had the defense also 4. All right. You observe that. Now let's go to the next structure. Let's go to the next structure of the game. Then you understand exactly what I'm trying to put across. Here you can see Madueke blocking the entry pass into John McGinn, who is forming a box midfield with Kamara, Lewis and Tielemans. Gusto is positioned to jump if the ball is forced into there with a low pass. What the position of Gusto there? And is also in an area to cover and trap against the sideline if they beat Madueke out wide. Can you see that there? Yes. Jackson has also drifted inside, leaving Cash free on the right side. Something they don't mind, as they will shuffle over and create the same dynamic if the ball is switched or if the ball switches. Instead, they are ready to jump the route if the ball is recycled and goes between the lines to Tielemans, who is the main danger. That is what you can see there on the screen. So you can see the position of Malo Gusto with a circle. And then you can also see Madueke in between 2 players. What's his name? In between Tielemans and Kamara. In between Tielemans and Kamara. And sometimes Luis. You could see Madueke in between them, blocking the entry of the ball. Blocking the entry of the ball. So in that case, he's trying to position himself. Chelsea player position himself. Madueke is right between them. And if peradventure the ball is flipped over him, Malo Gusto is right behind. Gusto is right behind. So this is how we still fold the play, making sure that their danger man, which is Tielemans, could not receive the ball. Now, let's go to the next one. Look at the same thing again there. It is always Madueke blocking the ball between Luis and either Tielemans or Kamara. And you could clearly see Malo Gusto right behind, expecting. He is right behind, expecting. This was a strategy that we used to stifle Aston Villa on the day. This is another example of the same entry being blocked, with Gusto ready to jump up. This ends up being forced into McGinn. Gusto jumps up and forces McGinn into a risky ball into Tielemans, which Enzo intercepts. You can go back and watch the video itself and watch what I'm showing you here on the screen right now. Enzo intercepts and Chelsea are away. This is similar to how Chelsea pressed against Arsenal. which was very effective against their box midfield too. And that is what helped Chelsea to overcome Aston Villa. But to play this style of football every time is difficult. It will take different kinds of opposition. It is about we adapting to it. If we can adapt to it, we can make it easier for ourselves. The personnel available for Pochettino, he made the choice. He made the rightful choice by using Madueke on the right flank. He made the right choice because Madueke is able to track back and help in defense. He also made the right choice by using Nicola Jackson on the left because he also tracked back to help Ben Chilwell. This is very effective if your players, your wingers can track back to support the defense. Dear friend, because of time, I just want to show you that briefly. But I want you to understand something. Our game on Monday night, personally, I would advocate that the same lineup, the same strategy should be used. What do you think? Let me hear from the comment section. Like I said, I'll be bringing you the coaches' press conference later tonight. But could Romeo Lavia return from injury for the Carabao Cup final against Liverpool? Pochettino was asked right now in the press conference, and his answer was straightforward: impossible. Pochettino says Romeo Lavia will not return for the Carabao Cup against Liverpool. He said it is impossible. Impossible. Dear friend, on that note, now you have seen it on your screen. The strategy, the tactics, the formation we use. Let me hear from the comment section. I shall be back with the press conference of our coach. See you in the next one when you see me. Shalom and peace.